Hello, my friends. We're going to do something a little different. I'm calling this After the Harvest. All right, these are things that I have harvested from different things. This here is a painted gold necklace, which is pretty ugly. It is knotted in between here, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull all these off or not. I think I can because it is knotted and not glued on. These here are glued on. This is like a Mardi Gras type necklace, like this one, this one. I thought I had a lot more of them, and I don't. I saw something that was really cool. This is not. This is actual beads that I've got knots between them. And I can't do what I... Maybe I can. Ooh, look at that. I can. Okay. I saw something really cool. And I'll show you using these here. Whoops. Can you see what it is? It is made with beads, but it is a balloon dog. Okay, it's awfully large because of the, I wonder if I can tighten his head without breaking it. I don't know, we'll see. All right, that's a little tighter. Oh, nope, he wants to turn his head. Anyways, I saw this and I'm going, oh, that's cute, but I don't have any. I tried doing it on a stretch cord. That didn't work. It's possible if I tighten this up a little bit more, I can get it to work. I don't know. I'm going to play around with that, I think. Anyways, what you do with that is you take the first bead, skip it, you go 4 beads, cross them over, and turn them. Turn them. All right, now you've got the ears and the head. You skip that one, you go 4 more. You go between the beads here. It's very hard sometimes. Right, like that. Let's do it one more time. There we go. All right, now we have the face, the head, the front feet. Skip 1, go 4 more. Twist it again. And turn it down like that. So now we have the ears, the face, the neck, the front feet, the body, the back feet, and you do 2 for the tail. Okay? Now if these were a little tighter, there's awfully big spaces between these, I could probably get it to stay without any problem. What I'm thinking is I could actually use some glue and on here just add some resin to stiffen that so it didn't move. But yeah, I thought that was fun. I tried doing it with this, but because these are faceted beads, they don't really pass each other very good, and the string is old, so it kept breaking. So I was trying 1 pass, 4 beads, go around. Okay, I got it to that point. Then you skip 1, and the thing broke off. So I couldn't try it any further than that. It's the right size that I'm looking for, or even smaller. But because they're faceted, they catch onto each other. So. And the string was old and brittle, so it broke. So that was no fun. And this here I tried with these, and like, you go 1 here. You got to go around more than once, so it'll stay. And this would, of course, have to be cut off. Then you do 1, skip 1, go 4, twist those around, skip 1, go 4, twist those around, whoops, twist those around, okay, but see, it keeps falling out, so that's the problem I had with those. But anyways, I thought that was a really cute idea. Oh, I already finished that. Okay, that needs to be put somewhere else. These need to be put somewhere else. So, got to play with these, figure out what I'm going to do with these, because these are very ugly beads. I think what I will do is, because they, you know what I might do with them? I might add some paint to them. Put them on something so they stick out like this here. And then I can take a little bit of resin, color it, and then just put little squiggly, wiggly, whatever through the whole thing. Cook them. Cure them under the light and keep turning it so I've got it on all the different sizes of the beads. Get another color, and you just take like a toothpick and just go, you know, just a little blotch or whatever, a little scrape, or you know, whatever, and just make it into designer beads. All right, for this I'm going to need some kind of a box or something so that I can hold it in place in a straight line like this. All right, move the dog over. Okay, these pearls were harvested. I could make a bracelet out of these. I could do something. These here were not harvested. These were I used in a bracelet. But sometimes you add stuff that you got with things that you're making. And I could put a knot in this and a knot down there. So I'm gonna just get another piece of cording here. I don't think this is going to fit in those. I just remembered that. I tried to do that and I had to go with the smaller cording. Okay, so we're not going to put those in with it. Let's try some of... Oh, I like these. Oh, I like these too. Let's use these. But I'll put those maybe with those there. And we can make necklaces, we can make bracelets, we can make all kinds of cool stuff. Remember when you're using stretch cord? Stretch it out. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. All right. Put in a pretty blue one. Oh, I gotta clip this. I need to get to the pearls. All right. Hold one second. Got my bead stopper because we want to make sure the beads don't come off the end here. So we just pinch it in that spring and it's right in there. And we want to make sure that we've stretched this and activated the fun stuff in it. Okay, let's go. We did a blue. Let's do a pearl. Do you want to do another blue? Since I picked it up, say yes. A beryl. Let's see. Do you want to do like pearl? Can I add some other colors in there? Put some of these pearls here. I don't think I'm going to use those pearls there. No, those aren't the right colors. All right. Oh no, I don't want that. That's too much of the same color as that. All right, let's pull this out. Pull that out. Because I want to do the beryl, the pearl, the beryl, the blue, I'm thinking that's the pattern I want. What do you think? That'd be a pretty pattern, right? Okay, I need something in between. What we got here? These here were a bracelet, and I thought they were ugly. You see the stretch cord no longer has any stretch at all in it. Let's see what one of these would look like in that. Come on, go all the way through. Yes. Okay, then we do the blue. I might not like this. This might be too big for this application. This application, we're doing an application. Yes. I really would like those with these pearls. So I might just, I brought the other stretch cord over. So I might just tear this apart and use that other stretch cord, because I might not like this. But that's the fun part when you've harvested things and you're putting a bunch of different things together. Sometimes they don't go. Sometimes you go, oh yeah, that would be pretty with that. Oh, those would be pretty with that. Those little gold bead, silver beads. But they're about the same size as those beads beside it. We want variety, because variety is the spice of life, right? Wrong one. Yeah. Wrong one. I wonder if we should have taken the blue pearls there instead of these white pearls. Kept these white pearls. All right, are we liking it? It's not horrible. Am I in love with it? No, I'm not. All right. So, I'm making a mess. I'm definitely making a mess. Let me make sure. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I did not pull my, I've got beads set aside that I harvested from other things. For my daughter-in-law, because I'm going to make her a rosary. One thing you get a lot of is rosaries. And a lot of them are these, they're very cheap black beads, but some of the findings, the Madonna and the crucifix, look really pretty. So this is what this is a necklace. As you can see, it's a fairly pretty necklace. And I'm going to turn this into a rosary because it's got enough of these blue beads in it. And I got some other blue beads in there that I'm going to be putting in with it. So, and then this is the crucifix that she said she liked. And there's a really pretty Madonna, the Virgin Mary, in the bottom. Okay. If you notice, I changed the order that I'm doing these in because I want that brighter blue next to that lighter blue. Yeah, I think that will be prettier that way. And do we still want to do this here? Or do we want to put like that there? Or this here? I think this is what we were talking about, right? Ooh, you know what? I want the silver beads. I want the silver beads. I am making a mess. I sorted all this. Now I'm unsorting them. And it happens. It happens. Come on, go through there. All right. Put that there. Put this. And a silver bead. Like a silver bullet. Only it's a bead. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Now we are doing the beryl bead. The metallic blue. The pearl. The blue pearl. If I can get this through that blue pearl hole. We get lots of pearls. All right, and the metallic. And the beryl. Now we're going back with the metallic. The metal bead, the little silver bead. Then we're going to do a blue crystal. Going to do a metal. Okay, beryl bead. We just got to keep the order so that it looks pretty. Okay. A pearl. Mini pearl. Yeah. Wow. That makes me old, doesn't it? Whew. Why are these holes so small, huh? Come on, go through there. There it goes. Okay. Metallic blue. Cobalt blue. Okay. A barrel. Roll out the barrels and we'll have a barrel of fun. Yes, I cannot sing. I'm sorry. I did have a request several years ago from our church choir. They wanted me to sing and lip sync because they liked having me around, but they go, yeah, you can't sing. So there's people that go, oh my goodness, that's horrible. I'm going, not really. It's kind of a nice compliment, you know. I am not, you know, it's nothing personal that I can't sing. It's just the way I am. But to know that they wanted me there to be in the choir, even though I am like have some talent deficits, that's kind of cool. I mean, people just have to have perspective, you know. You got to look at things and go, you know what, that's a great way to look at it. And you know, I tell people who go, well, I can't sing. I'm going, well, you should sing louder and praise the Lord, because the devil has perfect pitch, because he was the lead worshiper before he got kicked out of heaven. He was one of the main angels up there till he tried to take over. Yeah. Okay. Now that should be. Let me do a little test here. Okay. Shh, that didn't happen, right? I don't know where that. Oh, okay, I don't know where that bead went. I'll have to find it. Yeah. All righty. Let's see. I am there, so I need a crystal, a metal bead, a barrel bead, right? The barrel, yes. A blue metallic, a pearl. That one's probably the one that came off it. Okay, metallic. Yeah, when things like that happen, you know, don't get all upset. There's people who, when things go wrong, they throw their arms up in the air and they huff and they puff, and I'm like, you know, life is not so, you know. All right, I think that needs another set. If you were tiny, it would probably be okay. I am not tiny, so I am going to do another set. So, barrel bead. And that's what I was trying to do when I lost it all. Yeah, it happens. Okay. Am I doing the right thing? I am doing the right thing. Yeah, if you know, sometimes you go, am I doing the right thing? Stop, look. If you're not doing the right thing, then, you know, change up. If you're doing the right thing, then you're good to go. Okay, I need a metal bead. I need a crystal. And finally, a metal bead. All right, now that is definitely going to be long enough. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Then we tie a knot. We go. Okay. I'm going to do a 2-looper down on the bottom. Why, you say? Well, because I'm only going to do 1 looper on the top, because bracelets have been a pain in the butt lately. You want to pull it really tight though. When you, the knot, yeah, you want the knot. You want the knot to come out. All right. Clip it. And clip it. And I bet I can pull that into that barrel bead. Look at it, it's gone. And now I have a bracelet. And it's using, let's see, it's using, this was one. This was a different one. At least 3 different harvests, whatever, to make a pretty bracelet. I do have a blouse that has several of these colors in them. So there we go. All right. This here has those little wire things in it. Somewhere I got marker on me. All right. Come on. All right, these are homemade. I can tell by the way the wires are. Pretty beads. I don't think that these were anything different there. I don't think they were like a rosary or anything. Because a lot of times rosaries will have wire connectors in them. Yeah, that's the same blue as those. So let's put those together. I'm thinking necklace and not bracelet now. What do you think? Oh, yeah, itchy nose. I had to sneeze. And when I start sneezing, I do lots of sneezings. All right. Do we want any of this in there? Or any of that? I mean, the right size to go in there. These are awfully heavy. They're solid metal. They're all right for necklaces and stuff. I wouldn't put them in bracelets because they are very heavy. Definitely wouldn't put them in earrings. Well, that one's really, look at that. That one's got all the color gone off of it. Can you see it? All right. We'll think on these here. Do we want any of the pearls in there? I'm not feeling the pearls with this. Do you want some of that? No, it's kind of a different blue. We've got some more barrels. We can put the little barrels in there. Yeah. Do we want the white pearls in there? Actually, the white pearls would be pretty in there. Although I did say I was going to put the white pearls with those. All right, so we won't take the white pearls because we've got plans for them. Plans. All right. Some more of that. All right. Barrel. All right. Blue. Okay, now the questions are, whoops, let's move that out of the way. Move those out of the way. And we'll talk about those other things. Okay. Do we want those in there? Maybe. I'm not going to take them out yet. All right, do we want these in there? I don't think so. I think it's too much blue on blue on blue. What about these? Yeah, I think those would work good in there. We'll have to figure out how many of those are and how many we need in a spacer. Okay. Alright. Trash. Alright. Okay, first thing we gotta do, pick up this stuff here. We're not gonna be dealing with this right now. Use that. Not sure why a toothpick is there. It's because I was doing resin stuff. Yeah, that's why the toothpick's there. And put those in there. We'll set those aside. Okay, let's pour these in there. All right. Not sure where that came from. All right. Now we don't know if we're going to use this yet. We've got these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those. We got 2 of these and 4 of these. And there's 5 of those. Okay. So, are we going to remember all that? No. I'm sure I'm not going to. Okay. I went out and got some, they're the horseshoe wire guards. This here is a used, this was harvested off of a necklace somewhere, but a used clasp and extender chain, and so we'll use it on there. These are all my other little goodie stuff. I've got some crimp beads in here that we're going to be using. Yeah, I think that's all in here that we're going to be using is the crimp beads. Okay. In a harvested bunch of beads that I've harvested a long time ago, I come across these. And I'm thinking these little white discs here, they're kind of a cream, but they'll go really pretty with that blue. And they will kind of break up that blue so we're not going blue, blue, blue. All right, let me put it in here first. Obviously that one wanted to be part of it because it jumped out already. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all the ones that we're definitely not going to use. Not going to use that, or that, or that, or that. Oh, I actually got 2 of those. Okay. Got some long things. These will make a really cool necklace that, you know, not today, but, ooh, cat's eye. I like that. All right. No, we got 4 of these that I see right off the bat. I just dropped one. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep those out. There's a bunch of these, but I don't like that fake. All right, Tina, you tell me what it is. It's, I want to say howlite? I don't know. It's well, that's a shell. Okay. Got a button in here. Not sure how the button got in there, but button. All right, all right, there's some of those flat beads that I caught my eye. Did this all come from the same necklace? Probably not. I probably used a bunch of things that were in it, and these are kind of like the leftovers. I mean, I can't really tell you because I probably harvested this before I started doing videos, so it's been a couple of years. All right. Now there's these beads here. There's several of these. I think I'm gonna pull them out too, just because, you know, why not? You know how we do. We look at it and we go, oh, I don't like that. Well, if you don't like it, you don't use it. But if you don't keep it out, then you're not going to know. All right, let's. Oh, there's another with a cat's eye. So I got 2 of those. If we want to make a dangle off in this, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Pull, pull, pull. Whoops, that one. Yeah. Okay. Came across a bunch more blue beads. I'm thinking, we got enough blue. We don't need to add any more blue. Not big into one color, monochromatic. Big word, big word. All right. So it's this one here, right? Okay. And usually when you have something like this, you will have like bead soup is what I call it, because it's a bunch of different beads that have something in common usually, but it's not one project. All right, going down into between my fingers there. All right, and so you'll get bead soup like this probably, and it'll all be in one area, but that's okay because you can sort them. What I did. Now the other option we have is I got some of these. They are 6/0 glass seed beads. They are silver and light gray, and gray looks really good with blue, with that teal. And I'm not sure if these ever been opened. This is within the stuff that Scott, my friend Scott, gave me. Alrighty. Alright, there we go. So let me pour some into here. And we'll just start trying some different things and see what we like. All right, first thing we gotta do is we gotta prepare the wire though. We're gonna need 2 of those. All right, this goes back into this. And I need some, is that what I'm looking for? Nope, those. Right here is what I'm looking for. Okay. Bead crimps. Alright. And you can put more than 1 bead crimp if you want to put like 4 on there. That's fine. The other thing you can do is a bead crimp cover. So we can cover those up so people don't see them. That's what those are. And I'm putting them on more for your enjoyment than because it's really needed. All right, this is beading wire, and here, let me take that off. All right, and you figure out how much you want. Usually what I do is I just put it around my neck and just go down. Yeah, I want about that much. And you just put this back on. Look around. Do I have my wire cutters? Look at that. I had my wire cutters right there. Cut the wire to the length you want. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we are going to put a crimp bead on. Crimp bead. We're going to run this up that side and down this side. Now if I wanted to, I could actually at this stage right here add like the chain. Right like that. And just make it go down into where the wire is. Now the bead crimp, you want both wires passing through it, one going up, one going down. Come on, right there. Pull it all the way up. Also with these horseshoe bead thing, I squeeze them so they're more like this and not really a U. And then I'm going to push that up there. Hold 1 second. I need my crimper. All right, this is a bead crimper, and it has 2 settings. This one here makes a smile. That one there makes a tube. And you're going to use both of them. You start with a smile. You put it back into this one here. Make that bead crimp right in the center there. And you crimp it. And it makes a smile. Okay? So it's squished down on. And then the second one is you put it on the front one. And you squeeze it like that. And it rolls it into a roll. Yeah. Now this is a very small bead crimp, so okay. Can you see? Can you see? All right. Now, then you test it. Make sure it's locked in really tight. If you want the bead crimp, now's the time, or the bead cover, crimp cover, bead crimp cover. Now's the time to put that on, or you can put it on at the end, because these are like a C. Let's go down. Come on. It's wanting to go too far that way. All right. Now I'm going to take that end one again and just squeeze it like that. Okay, I need to squeeze it some more because I was being gentle, and you want to be gentle because you don't want to scrush this. Scrush this? Yeah. You don't. All right, I'm going to hold it. All right, let me get it in the proper. Come on, be proper. Oh, it doesn't want to be proper for me. All right. Let me just put it like that. Can you see that it's a C, that it goes around like that? Can you? Oops. Can you see it? Okay. Now I'm going to slide that over the crimp bead. Come on. Go right over it. Can you see that that crimp bead is now inside the C, and then we just close it up. And you turn it around a little bit. You just keep going around in a circle. And then you have, it looks like a gold bead at the end. See? Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Now we start with our beads. Normally, you'll have graduated beads. You'll put the bigger ones down in the bottom and the bigger ones near the top. I am going to start with some of these gray ones because I got lots of them. So I'm going to do 5. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to do a, yeah, let's do a disc. We got lots of disc. All right. And then we're going to put 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to bring it up and see how we like it. We're going to actually slide it on. We're going to hold that there so that it goes over that wire. Because that wire's, you want it tucked away inside your beads. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of cute. That's not ugly. Not ugly. Kind of cute, not ugly. All right. Let's put the bead crimp over there. I'm going to use one of these gold beads. I'm going to put 5 more of the gray ones on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I'm going to put one of these ones here. Put 5 more of the gray, because we want to get it around the back of the neck. And we don't want to use our prettiest beads for around the back of the neck. Let's see, I got 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, you see what it's doing here? Whoops. Yeah, I got that wire outside. Let's put that wire in. Not that it matters. We're going to have to make sure it's set before. It's being a stink. Do you not want to go into that silver ball? There we go. Okay. Let's, what do we want to, let's put another white bead in before we, and 5 more gray. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's, how is that gonna sit on that? Is it gonna go up inside? Well, I only got 4 beads. I can't count. All right. That's one thing you want to go back and look at, is make sure you can count. All right. Now let's put one of those right there. All right. Now we're going to do 5 more of the gray beads. 1, 2, 3. Let's only do 3. Okay, because we don't want a lot of gray at the bottom. All right, let's do a round one. And a couple more gray. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, what are we going to put next? All right, let's get our wire cutters and clip some of this wire off so we can get to these beads here. These are pretty. So let's go 1 here. And where we go? There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We want a disc. And let's go to 2 of these. Instead of going 3, let's just do 2. And we're just graduating down. No, we gotta do 3 because of this is not a main bead. Okay, we'll change them on the main beads. Yeah. Okay. Next we are going to put in another one of these. Okay, 2 of these. 1, 2. White disc, right? Yep, white disc. Okay. Okay. 2 gray. A barrel bead. A barrel bead. 2 gray. White disc. No, a white ball. White ball. All right. 2 of these. 1, 2. How far down are we at? Yeah, I think that we could do one of these. All right. When you clip it, make sure you keep your finger over it so it doesn't fly, because you don't want them flying everywhere. All right, so let's put that there. You know what? I'm going to put a disc on each side of these just to emphasize it, because it's pretty. And we are getting into the beautification area, where we try to get them a little prettier, because it's it's down where you can see it more. Okay, so a couple of gray beads, 2 of those. That one's weird looking. All right. Okay. 1 of these. 2 of the gray. Wasn't expecting to use this many gray. Really weird. Okay. What we doing next? Let's put a white one in there. We got another white one. We got 2 of those, so let's put one here. 2 of the gray. Okay. Alright, we could do another one of those. How far are we? No, I don't want to do it yet. Let's do one of these here, bugle beads, or barrel beads. And then, I've been saying bugle beads. They're not bugle beads. These are seed beads. Those are barrel beads. Okay. Let's go with a white. We wanna yeah, let's go ahead and put another one of these in. Right. Another one. And we're going to put the white on both sides like what we did before. Alright. See, just like that one there. Okay. 2 of these. Okay. A round one. A little white one, round one. Like we did here. 1, 2 of these. Okay. I don't think I'm halfway there yet. So let's go ahead and put another one of these. And 2 of these. Okay. A white flat bead. of these seed beads, a gray. Okay, now yeah, I think I'm ready now for one of the big ones here. So let's get, again, because we wanted to offset it. Ooh, I want some of these in there, so let's let's put one of these in first. And 2 gray. And then we'll do the crystally, 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 crystally. Okay. Offset it. So we're going to do the white disc. They're not really a coin because they're fatter than a coin. I'm not sure what the technical name for these are. Okay, I'm going to put 1. I'm going to use another one of, let's see, I've got 2 of these for, let's see, I've got 1, 2, so I need 2 of those. All right, let's use one of these. Okay, and these do not have the spacer with it, so we're just going to do 1 space, other crystal, space bead. Is it a flying saucer? I don't think so. All right, we're going to do 2. Now we're going to start going backwards. Whatever we did on the other side, we're going to do on this side. So that would be there. All right, the next one would be one of these. No, it would be, yep, it would be one of these. So let's cut that right there. Ooh, fire inside. Okay, 2 of these. Whatever you do on one side, just do it on the other side. You're not doing anything wrong by doing this. Okay, we're going to put 1 space bead here. Why am I calling it a space bead? I don't know. We'll just call it whatever we want to call it. We can call it Herman. Yeah, let's put Herman there. We'll look at you weird if you say that, but yeah, it's okay. Got 1 of these. Okay, 2 more of these. Seed beads. Okay. Then we're going to do a round white. Just like that. 2 more seed beads. 1, 2. All right. The next thing we're going to do is a disc. Yeah, disc is probably a better name for it than space one, or whatever it was I was calling it. I'm going to take that one off, and I'm going to do this one now too. Whoops. All right. Okay, so they're done. Okay, so I'm right here. I'm going to put this one on. Nice, beautiful rondelle crystal. A disc. All right, now you got to be careful about when you start stepping up. This one hasn't stepped up yet, so we're going to do 2 of the seed beads, 1 barrel bead, 2 seed beads, 1, 2, okay. All right, we're going to do this, another one of these big white ones. Oh, you know what? I was going to, I want to put more of these in. Well, that stinks. Huh. Do you think we should put some right in here? Are we halfway through? Let me see how far we are. Right here. Are we half? No, I can do that. I can take this out right here. All right, let's take that out right there because I want to put more white ones in. So let's put one white. Come on, white, go in. Oh, it's got something stuck in it. Ah! Okay. Hopefully it's not glued in there. I'm going to have to get my pokey tool and take that out. All right. When last I was here, I was trying to poke out something out of one of these beads here that I think when they threaded it, where's the hole? Where's the hole? Am I crazy? Is there no hole in this one? I mean, there's a brown spot there, but that's just gunk. That's a holeless bead. Huh. Isn't that interesting? All right. Anyways, I was trying to poke the stuff out of one of these things. It was probably this one here. And I bent my pokey tool. It wouldn't come out and stuff. So I got my drill out. And if I'd known that one didn't have any hole in it, I would have drilled a hole in it. And I just went through this and made sure it would. There's more stuff in there. Look at that. Yeah. That's why I don't like people gluing inside beads. I know. They stay better. They hold. But if you're going to tear them apart, well, you're not supposed to tear apart. You know? All right. So my whole plan was to add these 3 white beads. Well, that bead doesn't have a hole, so that one doesn't count. So I'm only going to have 3. I was going to add one here, and then do some other stuff, and that ruins my whole plan. Okay, I'll figure out what to do with that holeless bead. All right. All right, next thing I was doing was I was going to pick up some of these things that I clipped. Let me clip that one. Woo! Black string. Picked it up off the floor. All right. And I'm just going to throw them in this cross here. All these pieces of metal here. And it will go inside it, and you'll be able to see them. And it will look like, you know, metal pieces inside the cross. And it gives it a really unique look. Yeah, I don't throw away stuff. Not if I can figure out a way of using it in something else. And this just gives it almost a, I don't know, kind of tells you that you know, the cross is not necessarily beautiful. It's just what happened on the cross is beautiful. So this looks good in earrings too, by the way. I wore a pair of earrings to a funeral actually yesterday, and it had a bunch of broken jump rings and things like this, and it looked really cool. And it was mostly black and metal, and yeah. Okay, so now that we know that we only have 3 of these, I'm going to put one here, like what I was going to do to begin with. And I have more of these. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm not going to use 5 of those. Yeah, I was going to put one of those between like that, because I'd have another one for up here, but I don't have another one for up here. Let me look in here and see whether or not in this there's another one of those white beads. Those are cat eyes beads. We can't use cat eyes. because we're not using cat eyes. All right, is that yep, that's one too. All right, look in here. That's bigger. Ooh, I could use the bigger one down here though. Now that doesn't work because still only gives me 3. All right, none there. Nope. Those are all pearls. I do have more harvested beads somewhere else. I'm sure I could find. Ooh, look how damaged those are. All right. So that theory is, or that thought is kind of worthless. Unless I... That one a cat's eye? Yep, I can see just a little bit of it. Alright, forget it. So we're not doing that. So I guess we go back to what I was thinking originally. And that was... Put one white one. Yeah, this was yesterday when I realized that I had to get something out to fix that. I basically said, okay, let's walk away. When I bent my pokey tool, yeah. When things start going wrong, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to say, you know what? This is not working right now. Things are going wrong. All right. So, let's see. Disc one. I took a melatonin last night because I've been having trouble sleeping. And went to sleep real quick. And anyways, I slept until almost 10 o'clock this morning. I'm like, holy moly. But I got a good night's sleep, so, you know, it was, I guess I needed it really badly, because the night before I got only a couple hours sleep. It was really bad. Okay, so then a disc. Anyways, I feel much better today. I feel very rested, go figure. Okay, we are right there, so we're going to put one of these on. That was pretty. They're very disformed, but I think that's what makes them look so cool. Disformed? Deformed. Yes, English really is my first language. Okay, I need a round one. All we're doing is we're going backwards from whatever, you know, what we were doing forward. We're just doing the same thing in reverse. Okay, a disc, because we're going to put one of the smaller rondelle crystals. And those have disc on either side just to make them stand out a little bit. Okay, so now we're right here. So we're going to do 2 of the gray seed beads, the 6 O's, and then a beryl bead, one of these, 2 more of these. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay, now we're going to put this in. And 2 more of the, do I have any more out? No, okay. Let me, where did I put them? Right there. Ta-da! Alright, and how many do we put on? 2. 1, 2, because we are right here. And then we're going to put in 1 more of the big parties. And what we can do with the, if we have 2 of these left over, is make some earrings to go with this. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of these. Okay, where are we at? Alright, we gotta figure out where we're at again. Right here. So, alright, we're there. Oh, we're gonna put in another one of the crystals. Okay, so we're gonna put a flat bead in. That was spring-loaded. That's somewhere against the wall over there. Alright, small crystal. Another flat bead, disc. Okay. 2 more of the gray seed beads. Okay, a round one. 2 more gray seed beads. A bugle bead. 2 more gray. Come on, go in the hole. Okay. Okay, so we're right there. We're going to put in a disc. 2 more gray. Disc. 2 more gray. Da-da-da. And a barrel. Nope, wait a minute. Got ahead of myself. We are right here, not here. So we are putting on one of these. And now we're going to 3 of the grays. Let me sprinkle some of these out here. Okay. 3 grays. 1, 2, 3. Okay. A disc. 3 more grays. 2, 3. Okay, one of these here. Pretty blues. Okay, 3 more grays. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Can you see where we're at right now? We're right here. We're going to do a round and 3 grays. Okay. 1 of these right here. Pretty blues. Okay, now we're done with all the pretties. So I'm going to move those off from our thing because we're not going to be using these anymore. We will be using 2 of the flat things, a couple of the silver beads, and 1 of the barrel beads. So we're only going to need 1 barrel. So let's move those off. We're going to use 2 discs, so we can move a bunch of these off. Don't knock over stuff. Okay. How many silvers are we going to use? We are going to use 1 silver there. Is that all we're going to use is 1 silver? That's all I used? Wow. Okay. So. Alright, so that. Alright, I got enough of it cleared out so it'll be a little easier to see things. Alright, now we're doing 5. We're done with the 3s. Now we're doing 5 of the gray. Let me pour some more of these out because it's easier to get them off the table than it is from the thing. And my husband's home, so I am going to take a break while I finish this up. I'm just going to do this pattern here, and I'll be back. Okay, I have got it all on there, so it is completely done. This right here is your center, then it goes here and up through. All right, now what we need to do is finish off the other end. We start with the crimp bead, then you use your little horseshoe thing here. I am going to put the clasp on after it's all together. I do not need to make this any more complicated than need be. I'm pinching those together so the ends are together more. All right, beady, huh? There we go. I'm gonna use this here and just go down in. Whoops, maybe go down in. Yeah, I wish I had, you know, another inch length of wire here, but I put too much on the other end. Well, you just want to be a stamp, don't you? No, don't go up in there. And sometimes your crimp bead, before you get it, both ends of the wire in there, it can try to get up into the horseshoe thing, up on one leg of it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Pull that up a little bit like that. Pull that wire down. Sometimes using pliers and stuff, they can get into smaller areas than your finger. Because sometimes your fingers are big and fat. Big and fat. There, I got it. All right. All right, now I got to get it down through. If this was longer, it'd be much easier. Yeah. Let me get a hold of that. Near the end, closer to the end. Okay, more towards the end, even more. Okay, now down through that crimp bead. Come on. Going all the way down through that crimp bead. In. And you want to make sure that as you're putting that in, that it also isn't loosening up your necklace part. If this was a little bit longer, part of it would stick out here and I could pull it with the pliers, and that would be a great thing. I don't see that it's loosening up anywhere, so I'm happy with that. Let me push that in. I'm going to take my crimp bead squisher here. Remember, we're going to take it to the smiley face one first. Scrunch it down. I am not happy. I am not happy. Look at it. Did I squishy it? Can I move that? Nope, it is solid. Well, we are totally unhappy here. But if you screw up like that, like what I just did, there is a trick. Okay, go between the wires and just cut, hopefully, the crimp bead thing without cutting the wires. If you do that, you can tear it apart. There, did you hear it clip? Yeah. Okay. It didn't go all the way through. I heard it clip. Come on. Don't be a stink. Don't be a stink. Do, 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 do. Let's see if I can move it this way a little bit. It would help if my wire cutters were a little sharper. Oops, I got that wire in there. Don't want the wire in there. Make sure this wire is going that direction, that wire is going that way, and go in between them. Ah, I heard it that time. Yeah. Now I'm going to move this all the way down to there. That has locked in this side. So these beads are locked in. Okay, now let's see if I can get that off. This here off. Sometimes if you squeeze this the other direction, it loosens it up. Ta-da! All right, take this off. We got to get another crimp bead. Because we destroyed that one. But don't just throw your project across the room if you do what that was there. That's a big learning thing. It's a really helpful learning thing. And since I can now navigate this without having to worry about keeping those beads tight, it's actually easier. So, you know, if you have that situation where this is too small, you might want to put just a little crimp bead there, crimp it on there to keep the beads from moving before you put the one in to keep the wire in its proper position. Okay. Now, the problem's going to be is I'm going to have to bypass that to get into those other beads. Or I could just cut this really short and just let that crimp bead hold it in place. Is that ideal? No, because you might have a little bit of wire pokey outy stuff, and you don't want this poking at anybody. All right. Okay, let me pull that tight. Yeah, it's kind of deformed a little bit because of the pulling and stuff. All right, let me see if I can hold that tight while getting my, remember we're going to use the inside one, smiley one. Scrunch that, bring it back this way, make sure that's scrunched good. Okay, it's not pulling out. Crimp beads work really good. Make it tubular, go around, bite, 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 bite. Make it kind of a happy tube. Now let's see if I can get that down inside some of those beads. If not, I will just clip it and we'll pretend that it was all good. Come on, go down into that bead. That bead right there. Come on. Right. All right, hold it towards the end. Get it in there. Oh, you started to go. Okay. In. In. In, in. 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 Work your way in. Just kind of work it. Work it, work it. There it goes. Work it, work it. Come on. Go down in. Be nice. Who's blocking you, huh? There you are, right there. All right, now let's pull you right there. Can you see it right there? Right here. And pull. Ta-da! And then we're just going to cut that wire. Nope, not with that. All right. And you want to get it very, very close. But you do not want to clip the other wire. Just that one. Ta-da! And now the wire is gone. We have everything good. Come back here. Open that jump ring. Take our... You can see how little deformed this jump ring here is. Because it was harvested. It's a very, very sturdy jump ring, by the way. That's one reason I harvest them, is because the ones you buy from the store aren't necessarily as nice. I need another pair of pliers, and I don't have one right here. I thought I had one. All right, let me be. Got another pair, because we do want this jump ring. First of all, we want it to match up really well. All right, like that. And then I'm going to do some squishing on it to kind of get it back into more of a round shape. Just turn it, squish, turn it, squish, turn it, squish, turn it, squish. All right, it's a little better. All right, we didn't put this on it. This here is, again, the cover for that. And we just, is it necessary? No, as you can see, it's kind of just, you don't really see too much of it, especially if you do the, your crimp bead right. It doesn't show. It kind of just rolls and looks like just a small silver bead. Come on, go there. Go over. There you go. And I'm going to use the outer. And it's closing up very nice. There we go. And now it just looks like a silver bead. Close it all the way up. And it looks pretty much like that bead there. Okay. Now we have a necklace. Okay. This is just one thing you can do if you've got a bunch of beads. You can, you know, take beads from different projects and put them together. Now what I will probably do is I have those beads. I have a couple more of the barrel beads. And I have some of these white flat ones. So I can make a pair of earrings to go with these. It would go more with these than that, because this has got the pearls and it doesn't have any of these beads on it. Could you wear them together? Yes, because of the same family color. And this will be on your wrist, that would be on your neck and your ears and stuff. So it wouldn't be something that would be glaringly different. So let's put that away. We talked about what we would do with those white pearls and things. So yeah. And even what we would do with the little wires that we cut off. You know, how you could use those in projects and stuff. You'd put them in like something like this here and just pour resin on it. And I would do a clear resin first and then maybe a colored resin behind it. So that's what I did on the other things there. But yeah, there's plenty you can do with harvested beads. And yeah, if you got to tear something apart, be creative. Make something cool. Okay, this is Bethany with New Life Jewelry Creations. Don't throw your projects against the wall when they screw up on you. If you work at it, there are solutions. So that right there came out good. Oh, I did make one mistake. There's only 4 beads here instead of 5. Whoa, big. No, not a big deal. But that's a pretty necklace. I will see you next time. Hit the like button and come back and see me. Bye.